Hey guys, my name is Priscila Elias and today I'm romantic. Know why? Because Valentine's Day is coming and for that reason I prepared a special Valentine's photo shoot with some beautiful Valentine's Day photo ideas. And before you get grumpy and say, oh, I don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, hold on! Valentine's is not only about having a love partner, it's also about loving yourself, loving your friends, loving your colleagues. In resume, it's all about love, so stick up to the end of this video because today I will share some beautiful Valentine's photo ideas for you who are in a relationship and for you who are not, along with the making of the photo shoot as well as the equipment and settings I use to take my Valentine's Day photos. I told you I was romantic. I love chocolate. I'm in a special relationship with this chocolate from Ore. I don't know how to say that. Who cares? This is good. This is from my Christmas socks yet. I heard that usually only kids get Christmas socks filled with chocolate, but I don't care. I filled my Christmas sock with chocolate. I filled my husband's Christmas sock with chocolate. And now I'm eating the chocolate from both of the socks because my husband, he doesn't care about chocolate. And I filled his sock up to eat the chocolate myself anyway. Sorry, husband. I had to be honest because this was killing me inside. Valentine's Day is coming and I thought it would be nice to prepare some Valentine's portraits and share them with you so you can get inspired and also take some beautiful Valentine's photos. At first I was after some crazy different amazing ideas. I thought of buying a bunch of stuff for a fun and well-produced photo session, but then I caught myself thinking, will this actually be something people will want to do themselves? And the truth is, I truly believe that most of you just want to be able to do simple but still amazing photos with stuff you probably already have at home, right? Right? Please let me know if I'm right or not. Plus, I would end up buying a bunch of stuff that I didn't even need really. I'd use them for the photo shoot and the things would end up stuck in a wardrobe. I'm not a fan of that. I've been trying to be as minimalist as possible about the choices I do in my life. So again, that would be something that would go against my principles and therefore my photography. To most of the ideas you're about to see, I try to go with very simple stuff that most people have at home. How to make simple things look amazing? Light and composition. The aperture you use and the editing help to make the images more special too. The first thing that separates a good from a bad photo is definitely the light. I've talked about that tons of times here in this channel, but I just think it's never enough. You can have the best camera in the world. If you don't have the right lighting, you won't get an amazing photo. For my photos, all I used was a Godox SL60W with a newer 90cm octobox as a diffuser, which is the same light I use for my videos. This setup is amazing for portraits and it is all I use for my photos when I'm shooting indoors at my house. I shot with a Canon 5D Mark IV and an 85mm 1.8 lens for all of the shots, except for one of the shots I used the 24-70mm 2.8. Enough said, let's start with the Valentine's photos I did alone. To me, Valentine's about love, and in my opinion, self-love always comes first. I don't believe we're able to love another if we don't love ourselves. So I set this reminder on my mirror never to forget to love myself. As you will see, most of the rooms in my house are pretty small, so sorry if I don't have the best camera angles for the making of, but the truth is I even struggle to get in and out of the doors with this octobox. To this second shot, I wanted a wider view of my office, which is a very small 2 by 3 meter room. And to be able to shoot the shelf and myself, I needed to use the 24-70mm at 24mm. This balloon was one of the only elements I bought for this photo shoot. I tried quite a couple of different poses and ideas here, but in the end, the photo I liked the most was this one. This third photo where I blow little sparky hearts was the trickiest one because as I was using my phone to trigger the shutter release button to do this self-portrait, I had the 2-second timer set on and I needed to kind of count to 1 and then blow the hearts in a way the camera would be able to catch that exact moment. I was a bit early or late a couple of times, but in the end I was able to shoot a portrait I was very happy with. I tried a couple of different angles in this room also. I did not want the white wall as a background at first, so I tried to place the camera and light in 2 other different directions, but in the end, the white background still looked the best to me, and this is the shot I ended up with. Got quite a mess to clean up. After I shot these photos, it was time to make the shots with my husband. It was a Saturday morning. The two of us were having a slow morning, eating breakfast at around 11 a.m. And then it started snowing really hard and we decided to go out to the place where I shot the winter portraits for the winter portrait photo video I released recently here on the channel, and for which I'll leave a link up here and in the description in case you want some inspiration for winter photos. And I decided to make a photo of us there under the snow. I'm kind of used to being out in extreme conditions for photos and temporarily wear improper clothes to the current weather conditions, because I not only work with photography, but for a long time I worked as a musician too. And as you probably know, musicians and artists in general sometimes need to face some unpleasant conditions in order to get the perfect shot. But my husband is not very used to this. He says he did not choose to be a model or an artist, and for that reason he's not very fond of suffering to take awesome photos. So he got annoyed pretty quickly and we only got one great photo, but hey, I guess that's all we needed, right? I can easily say this is my favorite shot for this session. Then I promised him I wouldn't make him suffer for the next photos. So he agreed to be part of the rest of the shoot, and we took some simple indoor and cozy photos that you can also easily do yourself. Then we moved to our bedroom. I fixed the angle of the camera and the light in a way I would be able to catch the light both in ourselves and in our hands in a nice angle, and voila! Finally, I wanted to take a photo with Mr. and Mrs. Cup, but we did not have those cups. I thought of buying a pair of those, but then I thought, you know what? I have enough cups in my house. I will just use 2 of the ones we have, and I can then add the text later in Photoshop. So here is the original photo. And here's the photo with the cups with the text as I want it. So you see, the only things I bought for this photo shoot were the balloon and the paper hearts. For the rest of the photos, I just moved things around in my house. I fixed the light and the camera angle. I thought of a nice composition to the photo and I shot them. If you're wondering, okay, Pris, you're talking so much about composition, but how the heck do I create a good composition? I will leave a link to a video where I explain all about composition up here and also in the description. If you learn those simple tips, you will see your photos go from here to here. If you want to learn how I edit my photos, which as I said, is an important step to get a nice final result for your photos, check out this video where I share all my editing process. Also, in case you want to check out the equipment I used for these photos, I will leave a link to that in the description as well. If you want to keep the love going on Valentine's Day, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the like button. I will be so happy I could easily blow paper hearts to you. I hope they don't catch on fire. Anyway, I hope you do that for me because I will have to clean up this mess one more time just so that I will be able to blow these hearts for you. Please don't let that be for nothing. They say love should be unconditional, but I'm not sure about that. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day, and I hope this video helps you to take some beautiful Valentine's Day photos. I wish you lots of love on this Valentine's and all throughout the year, and thanks so much for watching me, guys. I will see you in the next video. Ciao! Ciao!